Hey guys, what's up? It's Jonathan with One Big Impact. I know my videos are kind of late today. I apologize. What the hell is on my shoulder? Our topic today is, and this is not going to be the only video. I have a video coming soon. But I wanted to talk about something that involves a lot of us in our lives. Stress. Yes, this damn light is not even working. It's a very, very real thing for many of us, and I think it's important that we, where's my water, do our best to address it. Now, I wrote down a couple things that I wanted to specifically not poke on, but touch on, touch, poke, whatever. Today is a specifically stressful day for me. Our air conditioning is out in our house. Our septic is overflowing. Money is not plentiful. And my mom and I both are not super good about handling stressful situations together. The AC guy was just here, and he literally told us it was going to cost $450 to clean our coils on our air conditioning. Otherwise, he's not going to put any Freon in it. And they were just out here last week because the air was broken. And all this crap. So my mom ends up getting pissed off and tells him, look, you need to check the pressure, which he really did need to check the pressure, regardless of how she was handling it in a bad situation or whatever. And she's going to watch this video. I just realized that. Hi, Mom. I'm mad at you. Leave me alone. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not mad at you. Basically what I'm saying is stress is real. Stress is real, and it will always be right around the corner waiting for you, tempting you to either get pissed off, to lose your cool, like I probably just did a couple minutes ago, or it's tempting you to eat or whatever. So you have to realize, yes, you can do things to eliminate and get rid of a lot of stress in your life, and that I encourage 100%. But I'll tell you, you're not going to get rid of it all the way, and it is definitely a reality, and it's going to come back, and it's going to come back and be hiding around the corner testing you. And it's going to test you, and it's going to be strong sometimes. Sometimes it's going to be stronger than you. Sometimes you're going to have to practice on working on what ways you can work through it without getting upset, without wanting to eat and stuff like that. The true test is how you respond in hard times. It's not, anybody can be good when life is good. You know, you got plenty of money in the bank, you're happy in a relationship, you got a good job, you got all these things are going good. And that is not when you're being tested. When you're being tested, your true judge of character is to see how you react when times are hard. So do your best to not give up. One second. I gotta get something. Every once in a while, I take them off. If you haven't got a bracelet, by the way, it reminds me, I'm putting a new one on. I go through a lot of these damn bracelets. This is what I use to remind me on a lot of different aspects of my life, whether it's stress, healthy living, remind me to work out, to be positive, to grow mentally, lots of different things. But I want to say, not to rant. I know this is going to kind of sound like a rant, and I apologize for that. But I want you guys to know that stress is real. You have to learn to deal with it, cope with stress. I believe I've made some videos. Look at that. I can't even lift up my arm. This heat is making me tired. I'm sorry. We'll have it figured out, I'm sure, soon. It is what it is. But this is probably not the best coping mechanism. And now that I think about it. But I'm not saying run from your problems. But when you're going through some stuff and you feel like you're going to buckle under the pressure, or say you want to eat and you're like, I'm going to eat everything in the house, I'm going to get pissed off, I'm going to freak out, beat somebody up, or whatever your coping mechanism is, which is probably not a good one, try getting away from the problem. Try getting away from the problem when it gets too much. This heat is killing me. I'm so sorry. Try getting away from, the situation. A lot of the times, people say that's the immature way, running from your problems or whatever. And I'm not saying, completely take off and never come back. I'm saying, you know what? If you need to get outdoors and just go for a walk or whatever to get yourself in a different mindset, or sometimes you could lay on your bed, take a nap, get away from your situation. It doesn't have to be go outside. My personal thing is I like to be out in nature, so if I'm having a hard time, sometimes I'll do a mental reset and just take off and do whatever. So I don't know if that helps you, but just remember, eating is not going to make you feel better. It's not going to help anything. Yes, initially when you got that bowl of ice cream or whatever it is, I say ice cream because I was an ice cream junkie. You got that food or whatever and you eat it, cool. Right then you're going to feel good. I guarantee you within 5 minutes of doing that, the guilt's going to set in. The depression's going to set in. You're going to feel bad. You're going to start to feel bloated. It's going to be a avalanche. The next day you're like, well, I screwed up yesterday, so, it's probably not going to hurt if I just eat something else today, And then the next day you're like, well, and then within like 3 or 4 days, you literally are not even eating healthy whatsoever. Like, the domino effect just crushes you. So please do your best to control your stress levels. That can be a really, really, really huge trigger for so many of us. Stress. I'm a really high-strung person. You guys probably don't get to see that side of me. Thank goodness. But like at the drop of the hat, I'm an Aries. I'm all about astrology. I love astrology and stuff. And I'm a very high-strung, high-tempered person. So, things can set me off real quick. And I'm not proud of that. I'm proud of who I am. But, so, stress is a huge part of my life. Like, I'd say probably 4 or 5 times a day I get headaches. And I'm a very headstrong person. So, which means kind of hot-headed or whatever, hot-headed as a person. So I struggle with this sometimes more than other people do. Some people are super relaxed and they really never have any, issues as much with stress. But I deal with stress a lot. Like, plus with bipolar and, ADHD, it can be really, really challenging. Somebody can come to my door and I'll go to 0 to 1,000, just pissed off, like so upset. And it's like those stupid little triggers like that, can get you set off, and then you're off, thinking in angry mode, not thinking clearly, not thinking properly, or not, processing things like you should mentally, and thinking, with your emotions rather than your mind. And that can be really dangerous, and that can definitely derail any weight loss regimen. Of course, stress is a major factor on losing weight too, so keep that in mind. If you keep stress to a minimum, your body's going to be a lot happier, and it's going to respond a lot better through, nutrition changes and exercise and things like that. A happy body shows happy results, so definitely keep that in mind. I keep myself away from certain people in my life that stress me out, because I know some of those people can trigger me to do, bad things, or, get in situations that are not that great. I apologize. I'm trying to come up with some stuff right now. So I know my video, it doesn't have the beautiful background like it should right now, but isn't this t-shirt cool? I like this t-shirt. It's kind of worn out, but it was when I went to Ireland last year. I think it was last year. Was it last year? Anyway, I went for St. Patty's Day. It was like a really overblown tourist trap. Ireland I was not super impressed by, but I will probably post a couple pictures of a couple places I went to in Ireland. Actually, yeah, let me write that down. I'm going to post those pictures at the end of this video. Hopefully, if I don't, a lot of times I forget. You guys probably thinking, well, he said he was going to do that. I just forget. Like, I make my videos on the whim sometimes. I apologize. Please control your stress levels. A couple coping mechanisms besides taking off and getting outside of your own mind. Something that helps me is if I'm real super stressed. Something I do is I'll go on YouTube and watch funny videos. And it don't take, sometimes it doesn't work, I'll be honest. But most of the time, if you go watch funny videos or just get your mind out of whatever it is that you were in. You know, even if you got no air, even if, no matter what it is, just get out of that mindset. Because a lot of the times, you just gotta stop thinking about whatever it was. So change what you're doing, and usually, you know, what you're thinking will change. So that's something that works for me a lot of the times. Also, funny enough, you know, when I'm stressed out, you know, they have the hot head. I use the term hot head or whatever. A lot of the time, if I get some ice cold water and splash it on my face and kind of on my shoulders or whatever, it actually, believe it or not, makes me feel 10 times better. Another thing is like an ice pack on my head, like just like draped over my head, or a cold towel or something. A lot of the times that works really well for me to be able to just kind of calm myself down and stop thinking about whatever I was thinking about, because then I'm thinking about the cold, how it feels good, and you know, kind of drift away into something. Also, another thing is on YouTube they have tons of relaxing videos. Specifically, the ones that I use a lot of the times when I'm trying to relax is like thunder, lightning, rain, waterfalls. A lot of those things help me kind of get out of my own head and be able to think a little bit more clearly. So that's our video today on stress, because I'm stressed out. And that's why I made the video, because I want you guys to, I would love, because it is such a big thing, and it's really sad that we are so stressed out as a society these days. I wish we had less to worry about and we were on the go less and maybe, you know, just more relaxed. But we're not, and it is what it is. I would love for you to put in the comment section below, what is a coping mechanism for you, and also what stresses you out. So I'm curious, what stresses you out, and how do you cope with stress in general, not necessarily connected with the thing that stresses you out, but like in general, what do you do to cope with stress? Because I think if we can talk about this below, it'll really help empower others. A lot of people don't comment, but they watch the videos, and sometimes they're definitely reading the comments, and they private message me and stuff. They're just, you know, shy to comment publicly. So keep that in mind. If you guys are new here, please go check out our Facebook group called Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. We have an amazing family there. And I do have another video coming this afternoon, so stay tuned. I'm actually going to make that soon. I'm not going to tell you anything about it because I don't want to. No, I love you guys. Brenda, I was just watching your video. I saw your puppy in it. You can send me your puppy anytime you want. Although, one thing I didn't see in your video, that's really sad about that old man, by the way. I didn't see your coffee, so it must be because it's midday or something. I didn't see coffee. Usually she says, grab them if you got them. And I grab them, but it's water. And I just bit my lip. That's great. You guys, if you guys like our videos, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Please remember to be stronger than your excuses, and remember to spread love, not hate. Peace, guys. Have a beautiful day.